Hi, Landon here. Alright, so I'm here with the CPR News Readers in PONOKA for the Stampede. Big rodeo. And lots of money to be won, whole 10 points, you know. Can put you up in the standings very far away. You know, you win this rodeo, you got finals. You got finals made. And it was a good bulldogging, you know, every single person broke out. 15 won it, not a big deal. Me, myself interviewing, I dropped the ball, you know, I missed my steer. And so I was coming here today in our nice interview truck here, and with the one and the only Brady Betlamini.
Thank you, everybody.
Woo! All right, Brady. How did you feel about your run?
You know, came out strong, came out real strong. You know, got down good, but fucking Hazer, he got tight, and he really shot the gap on this one.
Okay, so how did you end up?
You know, on my ass, like it was disgraceful.
Okay, now so on a scale of 1 to Luke Branquino, how did your run go?
Probably an 11.
So like a mixture of Luke Branquino and Strauss Milan?
Or more.
It's pushing it. So actually, the thing I came to talk to you about was, how did your horse work?
You know, he's old. We call him Eeyore. He's about 28 years old, probably older. 36.
28.
Or 36.
I tell ya.
Or 36.
What an old guy. Time to retire for him. Hey, well, how are you sitting in the standings?
You know, I'd say 6th, you know, around there. You know,
6th?
Not as good as I'd like to be, but, you know, I'm up there. I got a chance at this. I've got a chance at this.
All right. Now, it's all about the average.
Yeah.
Do you think you can get it done tomorrow?
You know, if those pretty easy rodeo, you know, I just really got to throw one down and make some points, you know, but I don't know, it's going to be tough. Steers are pretty tricky.
Yeah, steers are running.
They're pretty strong.
Yep.
But you know, I got a chance at this. I could move myself up in the standings. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly what I like to hear from the new and upcoming bulldoggers. You know, it's good to see the potential in the sport of bulldogging lately. Like me, been bulldogging for around 2.5 years now. Just feels great to see the potential coming up in the ranks. You know, Brady's been bulldogging for like maybe 1.5 years. You know, probably even longer. And I'd like to see the potential coming up. You know, there's a lot of good people out here. We got Brady Betlamini, you know, Trey Purdy comes out for the first time, wins it.
Yeah.
What a kid.
15 too. That's a good run.
Good practice run.
Good practice run.
Good practice run. And yeah, so what I figured is, what do you think you could have done to do better for your run?
You know, could have threw him down. Probably could have threw him down.
Right.
That would have probably done me better today.
Okay, besides you sucking ass and bulldogging, how did the calf roping go?
Just, you know, scored sharp. You know, got out there. Horse scotched me a bit and ran down. Kind of frustrated. I could have worked at it better, but you know, not as good as I'd like it to be. So I did miss my calf. But you know, Tough Cooper, he admires me. He's been to my roping school a couple times. So I do it for those guys. You know, I got to miss just to make them, you know, feel like they have a chance sometimes.
You know, and that's the same thing as Ben Robinson made a very good run, and everyone said he taught him what he knew, but really he's been coming to my roping schools for probably 4 years now. Larry came to mine for a couple years. You know, he's really increased in his roping after my schools. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he started throwing on his own roping schools pretty soon, seeing how good
he's got the potential.
He's got the potential to throw on a good roping school.
Yeah, he does.
And yeah, were you team roping?
I was not team roping this evening. Tomorrow evening I will be. So you can look forward to that.
Why not this evening?
You know, this economy. Just this economy.
Is the shits.
Is the shits, that's why.
Alright, well, I am excited to see you in the team roping tomorrow.
Thank you for the interview.
Thank you for the interview, and I'll see you soon.
Yes, sir.
And maybe start being better.
Maybe I will quit sucking the hind tit.
Okay, good. Alright, and that's a wrap. Thank you.